What up, what up? It's your homie I go by two, man. Go by two, Jordan. Back with another vid, man. Just left the gym. Got a little good workout in. Today's Sunday. Man, it was a great workout, man. Like, you know how you get them workouts to just be like stress relief. Just relieve your mind, your soul, man. Just relieve. But the topic I want to talk about is with parenting, being a parent. Like, it seems like, me, I try to be a perfect parent, but I know that I can't be a perfect parent because, my child is in a whole different state. So it's hard to be even close to a perfect parent because, you have to work and stuff, and your child stay in a whole different state, thousands of miles away. It's hard to be a parent. See, people have to realize that I don't care how much you want to be a perfect parent, you'll never be a perfect parent. You're going to always have flaws. Because if you think about it, like, think about this. Think about your parents. You could think of at least 5 things right now that you didn't like that your parent did. You didn't like certain things about your mama, about your daddy. And your kids can tell you the same thing right now that they don't like about you. But it's all about, to me, being the best you can be. You know how the Army say, be all you can be? You can be the best, be all you can be. Because I don't care what type of parent you is, with finance-wise or anything. You can see these rich, high-profile millionaires. They kids, not all of them, but some of them get caught up on being on drugs, caught up on not understanding what life really about. They don't understand the struggle, so they end up trying to fit in, and they want to be with the kids that's from the streets, that's from poverty. They want to try to be like them because they see it's cool, but it really ain't cool. You got a lot of kids that in these suburbs, and they want to be tough, they want to be the gangster and all that, but because they want to fit in. And you raising your child to go to private school, to not live that type of life, to avoid that life, but it don't do nothing but drive them towards that life. Because we all know the streets, the cool kids and all that, most of them, they from the streets. They, all these dance songs, all these songs, these kids rapping. A lot of these kids, the young dude, they come from the streets. They come from the hood. But you raising your child to stay away from that, but they can secretly listen to the music. They can secretly type up stuff. They see what Lil Baby wearing. They see what Future wearing. They want to wear that. They want to do that. They not understanding that where they at is where these rappers wish they was at as kids. And then you got the kids that's in the hood. And even though they doing this street stuff, they mama and daddy, grandma, grandpa, because some of them raised by the grandma, granddaddy, because the mama ain't around, daddy ain't around, and they was raised right. And they'll tell you they was raised right in a good household. They'll tell you they was raised right. But the thing is that, the streets will get a hold of them. They want to be part of the clique. Say, for example, in Chicago. I got plenty of family in Chicago. I done lived my life in Chicago. Some people will say, like, oh, you want to do all your life? But I done lived in Chicago with my cousins, my family, 3 months out the whole year. Summertime, 3 months. Coming up there for holidays and all that. I know what it's like to be in the alley, playing basketball on the milk crates. I know about, you can't go to this block, you can't go to that block. So what I'm getting is, Chicago, for example, kids being raised in Chicago, it's not easy being raised in Chicago. You got all these gangs, you got all these blocks. Dudes gonna get on your head even if you not with that, if you not on that, or you not on that. And mothers try to raise their kids, don't stay away from this, stay away from that. But it's hard to stay away from these things when you surrounded around these things. But what I'm saying is that you can never be a perfect parent, no matter what. I used to beg my mama, Mom, I don't want to come back down south. I don't want to come back to Georgia. I don't want to come back to Alabama. I don't want to come back. I want to stay in Chicago with my cousins. I want to stay in Chicago. Not understanding that, because when you a kid in Chicago, you run around, it's fun. We throwing rocks at buses. I know it sounds crazy, but you're a kid. You going downtown, you catching the L, you doing all this stuff, but not knowing that if my mama didn't make me come home, that I would have been part of that, that drill scene they got, I would have been part of that. But I thank God that my mama made me come home. I wanted to stay. I used to get mad getting on the plane, coming back down to Georgia and Alabama and stuff. But my mama made me come home. And I used to be mad, but I didn't understand. So kids don't understand that the time when the parent trying to teach them, hey, stay away from this. They don't understand. They don't understand that what you telling them is right. When you sit down your child and try to tell them, hey, don't do this, don't do that, it's like, they like, damn, I'm going to try to do this because my parents tell me don't do it, so I'm going to try to do it. But it's like you trying to prevent them and save them from life. But majority of the time, you're not going to be able to save them from the real world. Once they become grown, the real world is going to get a hold of them. And if they ain't strong mental-wise, if they ain't taking your advice, the world is going to swallow them and chew them up and swallow them, chew them up, swallow them, and spit them out. Some of these kids get hooked up on drugs. You can have all the talks you want to have with your child. Don't do drugs. Don't drink. But ain't nothing you can do about it. You can never be a perfect parent and expect your child not to do these things. Because your child going to do what her or him wants to do. So it's like, all you can do is just tell your child. It's parents that lose their kids and stuff to the streets. Daughters lose their life because they around these street dudes. All that. And it ain't even just the streets. Rich kids do all these drugs and stuff. Driving fast cars. Say, for example, your child like driving fast cars. They got a love for it. Not understanding that driving these fast cars can send you to an early grave. Driving, that's all I see. They want to drive the Hellcat, want to drive fast. And then when they, boom, get in the car accident, then it's like, he was such a good kid, but he was driving fast in that car. He knew that driving fast, driving the motorcycles can cause an early death. We see it time and time again. You got parents that millionaires, but that don't mean they in their child life like that. That don't mean they sitting their child down, don't do this, don't do that, or whatever. So you can try to be the perfect parent all you want to be, but it doesn't mean nothing, because at the end of the day, the child has his own choices to make. Just like I had mine, you had yours, have our own choices. Now, and then it'd be like the kids that without parents be the ones that turn out to be the greatest top athletes, rapper, actors, entrepreneurs, all that. So you can never be a perfect parent. And kids being mad at their parent, oh, parent did this, did that, but wait till you grow up. Listen, don't let this go over your head. Wait till you grow up. Wait till you become a parent. Wait till you have kids. And you gonna say to yourself, man, dang, I see what my parents are going through. I see what my mom and dad man, kids ain't no joke to raise. You see, all these families got 4, 5, 6. That ain't easy to deal with. All these kids you got to deal with. That's not easy to raise all these kids. And then you focus on got to work, got to make money. That's a lot to deal with. So I'm telling all the parents out there, it's okay. You'll never be perfect. No, you ain't perfect. So how you think you're gonna be perfect being a child, being a parent? You trying to be your child best friend and all that and stuff. That ain't gonna get it. You ain't here to be your child best friend. Your child ain't. If you let your child talk to you like a person on the street, what up, friend? What up, fuck? What up? No, bro, what up? No, all that playing around, none of that. They ain't gonna take you serious. They gonna be like, that's my friend. That's not a parent. That's my friend. You'll never be perfect as being a parent. You could try to be. You could give your child this, give them that, because you didn't have that, but that's not going to do nothing but make them think that everything supposed to be handed to them. It's your homie. I go by 2 Jordan. I'm out.